I didn't get it in the shot. You know when they do the thumbnail for the live, you know, for the live that you're going to see. I had this, so I was like, yeah, look at this thing, it's crazy. Yeah, I like it. Yes, I found some skeletons for cheap. I was holding it up kind of like Hamlet, like, and it totally didn't get it, but yeah, you can see it now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, got it at Mark's for like $3.99. It's a piece of plastic. It's pretty cool. Let me turn some lights on here, folks. Yeah, let's go with that. So welcome to Sunday Reflections. Hey, Joe, what's up? Joe, Sister Marie's Kitchen. Yeah, oh yes, and I got that guy. Look at this guy. I believe he was only $6.99, $7.99. Monty, hey, welcome. Once again, I got this Batman jaunty tilt to my thing. There we go. See how long that holds up. Why is it so fuzzy? Anyway. I look fuzzy. Do I look fuzzy? Yeah, hazy, fuzzy. Independent Mini United. Hey, Monty. Sister Marie's Kitchen. Welcome. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. Oh, excuse me, folks. I ate a big old meal just now, just an hour ago. It was heavy. Lots of ground beef and noodles in it. And butter and salt and everything. Blaine. Well, my mirror cracked. I'm going to have to stop taking my reflections on Sunday. That was fun to the last night. Listen to the whole thing. We all crashed early, trying to keep sleep schedule back. Yes, that's my problem on a Sunday. You know. That's why I'm. Hey, True American Loretta, I got out today. Woohoo! But weak as a kitten. Hey, good that you're out. Good to hear you're doing better, Loretta. Hell yeah, that is good. Yeah, I ate a big old meal. I also been drinking and smoking and conversating. So I did most of my reflections with a friend of mine. You know, and he is a Christian philosophist, I guess. Hey, be charming, double dog, Semper Fi, brother, hoorah, Semper Fi, yet. And you know, he comes at it from a Christianity standpoint, and I get it, but what I have to offer is that I can put, because I am unbiased. I say that with a fair degree, you know, of certainty, but we all have some type of bias. We always pro and con everything. I am really hazy. Wow. But if I can put myself in the elite occultist shoes, if I can put myself in, yeah, I got, even as much as it disgusts me, even as much as I find it appalling, I can actually really jump in their shoes, get into their mind, and understand what the fuck is going on, how they think, and you also do that by understanding how they came to that point in their life where they're, you know, is it hazy? So. Anyway, let's see if I can't fix that. I think I have a trick for it. Let's see if this trick will work. I have heard of this trick. It seems to work. I've never really actually done it while on a live, but see, we're going to see how we do it. And that's to take a wet cloth and literally clean the lens. Ooh, yeah. Look at that clarity! Amazing. charity. So I find that very important for me. Uh, you have to be able to put yourself. You have to be able to understand what they have learned. You have to understand how they come to that point, and you have to also understand how stupid they fucking are, how they've been manipulated, how they've been tricked. And kind of allow yourself to go there. How do you understand the actions of a serial killer? How do you understand the actions of when I'm talking about disgusting and appalling, is the child traffickers, the pedophiles. I mean, really diving into the darkness of humanity, the darkness, the evil of it, and not being consumed by it. See, that's the fear. I don't have any fear of it. I don't have any fear of being consumed and turning into a pedophile or turning into a child trafficker or turning into a serial killer, because I know who I am. I want to understand who they are. And I do that through my lenses, through my eyes, through my perception. Oh yeah, there's a thunderstorm outside, by the way. I learned about Christianity from research into our founding fathers and the documents that found our nation. Yeah, devil dog, absolutely. And our country is based on Judeo-Christian values, and that's something I wanted to touch on later on. But I guess we can talk about it too, right now. But hey, Lisa. And I was having this conversation, and I could tell he was getting heated. The staunch. I was thinking it too in the Thunder Rose. No. I could understand that he was getting heated at the idea of the conversation and where it was going. I was not heated. I was perfectly calm and having my rational thought being projected. He was getting a little bit more antsy, and I understand why. He could not put himself in that position. He has to look at it from the eyes of a Judeo-Christian. And I even agreed. I said, look, the Judeo-Christian morals and standards, which are not okay, which are common to a lot of other cultures and religions, mind you. That's something that I know. He didn't know that. Well, it's pagan, I'm not liking it. Well, did you know that pagans believe the same thing about what you believe? Do you understand that there's countries that they've never seen Christianity, will never taste Christianity, yet they still practice this type of moral thing, But Judeo-Christianity and that type of moral teachings and upbringing and wisdom is literally, as we all know, the blueprints for a very successful and prosperous people and nation. And, you could ultimately say a world. Yeah. And even though he does his part because he is a crusader, and he hit his job to evangelicalize and to try at least to bring me into the fold. And I was like, well, I thank you, but no, I have too many questions that go unanswered. I question everything. And a lot of religions, a lot of cultures I have questions that have not ever been answered. The only way they've been answered is by me, and deductive reasoning and critical thinking. That's it. I can't subscribe to that magazine. Me Puppet. Hey, welcome. But it led me down a reflection. This was a conversation. It went on for hours. It was a great conversation. We agree and we disagree. and it's very spirited sometimes. Uh, he called me an agnostic. I said, "Hey, fuck you! I'm not agnostic." Of course, I didn't know what he was talking about at the time. He's like, "Oh," and I thought about, "Oh, okay. I need more proof before I believe something." Yes. So that's true. That's true. Um, well, for me, that might be yeah, okay. I can see that from the Christian standpoint, right, Blaine? Yeah, and that's why it's practice, I guess. But I'm the wrong person to practice on, or maybe the best person because I'm the hardest one, right? But that's a litmus test, isn't it? A litmus test. You got to go out there and you got to test your gear. You got to test your abilities. What kind of good Christian wouldn't be able to go out and talk to people about Christianity? Uh, be charming. I'm done with critical thinking. Gives me a headache. Well, I like to also be creative. And that's where this led me down this hole. So I'm giving you the precipice, the beginning, and I will finish up with the end, which was wow. It's something I already kind of knew. It's things that I have heard myself before. Is know thyself, and you will know others. Right? You've heard that. To know others, you must first know yourself. Well, to know yourself is also to know the world and everything in it, the universe even. Microcosms and the macrocosms. So it left Christianity and everything just left. I mean, I agreed with that, all that, and I disagreed with this, and I agreed with that, and we moved on, and then it just took me down the rabbit hole of, oh fuck, almost a trippy kind of transcendence without the LSD, you know. And creativity, imagination is a lot different than the critical thinking, than the analytical thinking. I've heard a lot of that, Guardsman, from people that were Roman Catholic evangelicals, everyone that's ever been in Catholicism and has broken free from it has always said that. It's interesting observation. What was I saying? Yes, the creative mind, allowing your imagination to run free. And it reminds me a lot of some of my favorite actors and comedians. John Cleese, one of I think I think he is a living legend. Creativity, imagination. As a child, we all remember this. As a child, and I was a very creative kid, yet it was stifled. Right, Devil Dog. Yes, indeed. And the Marine Corps really killed my creativity. It really did. There's many stories I can talk about there. Nope, that's not good enough. Tear it all down and do it again. After I've just painted a massive mural masterpiece on the company office wall on the inside. And an officer comes in and goes, no, paint over it. Don't like it. Even though everybody that had been watching me make this thing for a week, and those who had helped me, all were like, wow, this is truly fucking amazing piece of work, And for one officer, I don't know, maybe a lieutenant colonel to come in and go, I don't like it, paint over it. Immediately. So me having to make this masterpiece and then to paint right over it with the same color of the background. It does, Devil Dog. It does. That's exactly it. So that creativity and that imagination, that allowing yourself to be free, your mind to be free, and to go wherever it takes you, to be unrestricted. And a lot of that's critical thinking is a way of putting things together with evidence that is given, and to have a thought process about it, to come to some type of conclusion, and to be critical, right? It's kind of like critical chance, I only have a split second chance to raise this gun and put it on target before he shoots me. Critical chance, critical thinking, same thing, And that's the idea, is to be so freaking advanced in your critical thinking that you can go, yes, 2 + 2 = 4. Bam. Yeah, exactly. I know these things. But what if somebody says 2 plus blank 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 equals chair? What? No, that's not what I learned. Yeah, you didn't learn. You did not learn. You did not allow yourself to think outside the box. You allowed yourself to be put in a box. And that's, I think that, in reflection, that's why I got so mad, because, when he said, oh, you're an agnostic. Oh, you just assume I am an agnostic because of this. You put me in a box. I don't like being in the box. But that's what we like to do. We like to put things in boxes. We like to categorize and organize things. And we do that with everything in our lives. Everything that we perceive, we do that. And it's not that way at all anyway. That's not the truth. It helps. It helps for us to look at it and to understand it for us. And we believe that helps other people to understand it as well. So there was an idea. We use totes nowadays, man. I know, right? Yeah, and I was an absolute rebel at school. They stack better. Sound like Joe. B2 plus blah 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 equals chair. No, 2 + 3 equals chair. Well, I was trying to allude to this quantum physics thing. Is the cat in the box? Here's the cat not in the box. Who gives a shit? The box is there. I don't know. It could be a fucking dragon. I don't know these things. Hey, I got a question. Why don't we open the box? No, you can't do that. Well, why not? Can I shake the box? Does it make a noise? Does it go meow? Does it go thud thud? Right. Is the cat sleeping? Is the cat dead? The cat in the box. How do I know? Because I've never seen it. I don't know what's in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? It's a cat. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But I don't know. And just somebody asked me the question, is the cat in the box or not? Who the fuck are you to tell me there's a cat in the box? Did you put the cat in the box? See, I have more questions. Who put the cat in the box? How do we know it's a cat? So, all these questions come about, in this whole quantum, and it just blows the quantum theory right out of the window. But the imagination part of it, that gives you this creative ability to solve problems, to be unorthodox. When the world tells you should be orthodox, you have to sit up straight and be prim and proper. You must be professional. No. Not all the time. What if I want to figure out a different way, a different path, a better way? Why? Yeah, exactly. Why is there a cat? Who the fuck put a cat in a box? They're gonna mail it? Is the cat being, punished? Is it for its own good, free, his own goodwill? Is it for his own good? Is it for our own good? Is this the Pandora cat? What color is the cat? See, there's so many questions. But right off the bat, I'm like, how do we know it's a cat? Yeah, exactly. There it is, Sister Marie, and that's the thing. How do we know the box is empty? And that the point of that thing was you don't know because you don't know what's in the box. You cannot see what's in the box, but you can somehow you can extrapolate by incomplete data that there might be a cat in that box. There's a probability. Which is just someone asked me the question. Is there a cat in the box or not? It's like somebody asking me, what color was George Washington's white horse? Was it red or blue? I mean, what is that? There's a canary. What's up, Camel Carl? Hey, welcome. So, it got me to thinking. And even though, throughout the course of our lives, we gather intel and gather information. We build the way that we sense through our senses, how we perceive things. That's how we learn. And there's been studies on like people that are blind. They learn a little different than others. For me and you, we get to see it. And 90%, most of our learning is done through our eyes. We have to see it. We have to watch ourselves doing it. We have to watch ourselves writing it down. My answer usually looks like the Volkswagen is on the flatbed car on the train. So who cares? Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Right? Roaming prepper. Hey, welcome. And that's the other point of it too, is why should I worry about the cat? Now, if I was hungry and starving, then maybe I'd want to get inside that box and eat the cat. If I needed a box to pack or ship something, then I'd have to grab the box and get the cat out of it so I can put my items in it. So eventually, I'd have to deal with the box thing. Eventually, I will find out. Blind from birth is way different than blind after sight. Yeah, right, Be Charming? And the way they learn is totally different. It seems... right on, Magic. Thank you. But semi-present. Awesome. The blind they build different pathways in their minds, in their brains than we do, because we have to go through all these steps. I have to see it, right? I have to see it. It's either a written word or it's an action somebody's doing and I'm trying to memorize it, their action, or I'm trying to memorize the words that are on a board or a piece of paper in a book or, on a computer screen, whatever. I have to perceive it with my eyeballs, which goes to my mind. And then I can throw it I can look at it, I can try to recall it and write it out. So now I'm using my eyes again and my hands, Oh yeah, I've got to hear, I got to listen to somebody talk about it. M1078, ooh, what is this? And for a blind person, they hear it. So it seems that they heard it, and automatically their mind started putting things together. And so the pathway was a lot shorter. And their learning curve was a lot less than somebody that had to read it, write it, talk about it, perceptualize it through their eyes, through their hands. The blind person just said, yeah, got it. He's glad he wasn't in here. God's X-Lax is kicking in. Oh shit. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Shuggy. Oh, yes. Yeah, I went on a skull, check this little guy. I like him, he's cool. Yeah. I found Charity in her younger days as when she took a diet when she was dieting. Ain't that cool? And of course, what's his name over here? I don't know what his name. Yeah, that guy. That guy, I forget how much he was. Like under all this was like 5, 10, 15 bucks. Yeah. Cheaply made stuff. And if you would go to the Spirit Halloween place, charity bumper snacks, yeah. Then you're paying like hundreds of dollars for this crap. I just found it for like $5.99, $6.99. Hey, I'll take it. Pre-Halloween sales. So yeah, and I like to. I always like to study the enemy, study the adversary, put myself in their shoes. He looks like a young one, that guy on the wall. Yeah. It's eventually going to be me one day. I don't know. And until this guy eats me or the other guy eats me, I don't know. Yeah, so. But the way we learn and the way that we perceive the world, it helps to it helps to build this picture in our minds of how things are supposed to be. But it's a false misconception. It's a misconception. It's false. It gives you some type of insight. Unless you can actually really look through the eyes and experience through someone else, you really can't understand. That's why I say you got to have multiple angles to look at a target. You've got to be able to confirm, without a shadow of a doubt, what color it is, what it is, the whole salute report. Size, activity, location, unit, time, equipment, all that thing. These are questions. You have questions. Well, you're gonna have to look at it in several different angles with different color lenses. It could be rose-colored lenses. It could be shades, darkened. It could be clear in clarity. It could be microscopic, telescopic even. You have to be able to at least try. A lot of people can't do that, and that's why we see a lot of this division. Keith, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But before that happens, let's have some fun, shall we? It's down in Dundee, about 5 miles coast of Cabela's. Passing on some cool intel. I'll check that out. There have to have my dad's goggles on. I'm listening to these idiots and their gender fluidities bullshit. Yeah. And how do you convince someone that they're stupid? It's what's that saying that if you argue with fools, no one will be able to tell the difference between the two. That's kind of the same idea. Is how am I going to, because I was talking to my friend about, there's places around here where there's wokeism, there's transgenders, and there's working, and you get to interact with them, and lesbian midgets and all kinds of craziness that you're like, okay, yeah, can I get a pack of cigarettes, please? Don't offend me. I just want a fucking pack of cigarettes. Stop yelling at me. You're being misogynistic. Can I speak to your manager? That's right. You can't fix stupid. Ron White. Don't argue with idiots. They will bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. uh, I heard that they have decent fuel mileage. Mileage declared. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell them something totally different. But we've all been there. We've all been stupid. Yeah, hey, welcome, Auslander. Damn it, I didn't make you blue from the last time. Oh, I haven't. It hasn't processed. I've been contemplating and stuff. Having fun and doing things. Anyway, I will make you blue in your current configuration after this live stream. But we've all been stupid. Huff's House, hey. We've all been there. We've all done stupid shit. We've all thought stupid things. And for some, you can lead a fool to knowledge, but you can never make him think. Carl, that's great. Our best teacher has been experience. Don't do that. Don't touch hot oven, it burns. Yeah, and we're always going to do certain stupid little things, but some of the life choices that I've made were, they were pretty fucked up, and I probably shouldn't have done that. I know this now, hindsight being 2020, and so watching other people being, stupid, you're just like, I don't know about that, man. You might want to rethink that. But hey, some people can make it work. Some people can be so fucking stupid that they can make it work. And either they've got charisma or they've got, I don't know, good looks, just good old plain luck on their side. I don't know. But they seem to make it work. And that's okay. That's fine. They can be stupid, and they can be stupid on their own, not on my time. Not against me. So, does it really affect us? Right, Blaine. That's my idea. That's my idea of wisdom. Wisdom is surviving stupid shit, or wisdom for me is doing stupid shit in the past and surviving. That's that's wisdom. That's wisdom and knowledge for me. Damn, 4 miles per gallon, yeah. And Kamoto is proof. I learned that from them. I have learned a lot. That's why I'm so smart. I make mistakes. And learning yourself is a big part of that. Learning yourself. What pisses you off? Why does it piss you off? What makes you happy? Why does it make you happy? How can I change this depression I'm in? How can I change this current, frustration that I'm having? What are my triggers? And why is it that every time I get mad, my face gets red and my eyes get tunnel vision and my fist ball up and then something breaks around me like it's telekinesis? I don't know. It's things we have to realize what we're going through on the inside. We have to learn about ourselves. We have to dismantle ourselves and look at ourselves. What makes you tick? And yeah, it's your past experiences. That's something to be said about that. But it's you guys are having some great conversations. it makes you realize how stupid and petty you are. This is me. You know? Yeah, hey, what's up, Rooster? Miss Sharon. Having that self-reflection, that self-audit, if you will, going all the way back. Carl. Yeah, it could be. Right. Yeah. Knowing what I did wrong and learning from those lessons, you know. Did I learn that lesson? Should I learn it again? You know, these are questions I often ask myself. Do I need to go back into the fray to learn this lesson? No, I'm good. Keith, yeah. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat. And it helps you to recognize the same kind of things in other people. And it helps you to recognize their flaws and their attributes, their good things and bad things about them. You know, it helps you. It does. It helps you to see the world, you know, in a different way. And when you think you've really, really know yourself, you forget it all. And then something else happens and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't know myself at all. I didn't know I had that in me. You really don't know that you have something in you until it comes out. And it might have came out before in your past and you never realized it. And then you see it again coming out and you're like, oh shit, I remember that. Or oh shit, I forgot that. Hey, Tony Lee. I'm slapped full of hell now. It's really helped me to understand what is going on. And it's helped me to look at it with a creative mindset and understand that a lot of people, especially those who are in charge of whatever you're doing, you know, they don't understand the creativity and the thought process put into it. They don't care. They just want you to do it and get it done so they can carry on with their analytical task. Like, look what I did. No, I did that shit. But you know, wanted to tell me what to do along the way. Like, no, this is my show. When I'm done, you'll find out everything. And a lot of people can't do that. They have to micromanage. They have to get very analytical. How many inches away from the wall was that? And you know, why is it this color? What kind of color is that? Is that magenta or is that red? Is that magenta or is that crimson? It's red. But it's many things to all. I don't know. I don't know these things. But you understand that they don't understand the creativity that goes into it. Nor do they care. They are task orientated. And so I like things to fall into place spontaneously. Majik, that my way of creativity, as you could tell with my table, I like to kind of bring things together and then let it fall into place, let it do its own thing. So I didn't really, I might have created it, but it just kind of did its own thing, and it became its own creation and took on a life of its own. That's how I kind of like it, how I like to create. And even with writing a book, it's you allow yourself to just blank out. You're not thinking about 2 + 2 = chair. You're not thinking about what kind of color that is, and how expensive that color is. You're just going at it. You're just doing it. You're making it happen. You're pushing it. You're making it happen, and then you're allowing it to happen. Right, all slender. Well, there's that. There's always that. Gotta love termites, especially the Formosans. Insatiable little creatures, eat everything. I think I need a cigarette, folks. But I understand. What has gotten into the people of today. Why there's so much wokeism. It's easier to go along and do as you're told than it is to think freely and to act as such. Well, thank you for your positivity there, Austin. Thank you. Yeah. And we see this with this wokeism. There's not even any kind of, there's no comedy. Have you ever heard a leftist joke that love you too, man. Have you ever heard of a leftist joke that was funny? I really haven't. Jack's been playing with electricity. Positivity, negativity. Yeah, I mean, it gets to the point where you can't even crack a joke. They're just like, "Are you threatening me?" No, I just made a joke. And dare even use sarcasm. Right, Charity? Dare even use sarcasm. They don't get it. They just don't get it. It is a religion. It is snowflakeish. It is a religion that they're subscribing to. It is a belief, Yeah. Up on the tightrope. Come on down. It's good down here. A leftist joke would end you in handcuffs. Hey, what's up, Tennessee Tactical? Right, a herd of sheeple. It's easier for them to just go ahead and do what they're told. Okay, fine. This is the way things are. Okay, great. Fine. It's easier. And we've seen that in the military too. Do as you're told. Don't make many waves. Stay out of the radar. Don't fuck around. Don't get caught. Don't have a voice. Don't ever have an opinion. Just aye, sir, and carry on. No questioning. None of that. I couldn't do that. I can't do that. I just can't. So that's just the way things are. And a lot of people are like that. Does it come from my upbringing? Does it come from, Right, Joe. I understand it, but they have to. Some of us are not conceited, right? Some of us are just convinced. Yeah. Yep, Joe Morgan is everywhere. He is indeed. Let's see how this works. Oh. What is this sorcery, you say? Oh, it's not working. I don't want to hold it. Anyway. Joe Morgan is the boss of bosses. I was listening while eating. Stuart made me hungry, damn it. Joe is omniversable. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this. See, I'm learning this whole tripod thing. Yeah, you're on a tripod. That's pretty cool. It's working. Anyway. Everything changes, right? Everything is everything. Everything is changes. And of course, the law of cause and effect. I need that butter for my chips. I like butter. I don't like butter on chips. Maybe I would. I don't know. Never tried it. Maybe I try it. What kind of chips? What kind of butter? Yeah, he's in the multiverse. Doctor Strange. My job in life is to survive, eat, and shit, and then die. So is everyone else's. You dictate the journey, but the destination is the same. Right. And you know, I also believe. I don't believe in fate. I can't believe in fate. Was I fated to come here? If I would have known my fate, would I have done? If you would have known, if you know your fate, you know, throughout the course of your whole life, then would you do the exact same thing to get you into that place that you are, or where you are in your present day? Would you? No. You change it. I want to do another fate. I want another fate. I don't like this fate. You know, think of everybody that's in India, that's in the caste system. I don't want to be a coolie. I don't want to be a toilet boy. You know. Steer there, everything looking like a pack of fuck faces too, so I'll be buttering chips soon enough. Free will all the way. What is it? My fate isn't for the faint of heart. It's interesting you said that because it's in there. It's already in there. It's already in there, Oslinda. I have a bird's nest already. I like to say I'm growing my own ghillie suit. These kids at? I don't know. Up, down. I don't. Whatever. I hear them. It's all good. It could be the same kid. Yeah. Got taught by mommy. Yeah, exactly, Keith. It would be a totally different person. It would change. Things would change. You would not be you. Because you did something else totally different from fate. Deli Creeps, Grandpaville. That's something to listen later for butter and chips. I like the hair, save the birds. Yeah. It's a uncumbersome day. Auntie T, hey, Sweet Charity is on the couch chilling. Jack, welcome, welcome. So, why are we seeing Paula Deen? Oh shit! Just put some butter. Put some butter in this economy. That's right, Paula Deen. That would be. You know, I would vote for Paula Deen. I really would. I really would. She opened up a huge ass restaurant in Myrtle Beach, and never got a chance to eat there. Damn it. Oh well. I save Houdini's hair after brushing for the chickens. For the chickens, of course. They eat hair. They get fat on me, huh? Basil, anyone? Sitting here pulling leaves. All right, be charming. Basil, cool. Ah, Harrah's in Cherokee. This area was never once, not once, a mofo. As some tequila on that action, I might agree, Camel Carl. But, you know, I was just trying to understand why this 23-year-old boy that I see every day, you know, that's right, we need Chuck Norris and a knife, fix all that all this shit. Yeah, that's right. Why this 23-year-old boy who seems very, very, like, buff and big boned is wearing, you know, having boobs and doing his hair and painting his nails and being a convenience store clerk. I get it. I understand. You know, but not really. I get it, but I don't. So feet first. Wow. So sexy you are, Camel Carl. And I can see how, looking at this person, how their life is so much harder. You know, here's a giftedly athletic guy, 23 years old, trying his hardest to be a woman. You know, what the fuck? And yeah, Keith, it is. It's programmed in them. You know, it's that whole what do you call it? Self. You know, the reflection. You know, the I can't think of it. You know, everybody keeps giving them positive affirmations. Oh, you're doing the right thing. Oh, you just need to take more hormones. Oh, go ahead and cut your dick off. Yeah. You know, like, what? I mean, I'm just, and I just, for me, it's just like, I was like, he's got to shave his arms, shave his legs, shave his face, shave his chest every fucking day. You know, I hear him talk. I mean, of course, there's girls there, so girls are automatically the expert in how a man should be a woman. I just think I'm hearing this conversation going on. I'm just like, I want to say something, but you know, it's just like I'm just standing there like, I gotta go. Fuck. Confused and lost and confused. And you know, I go back to the time when I was, I guess I was lost and confused. Hey, Ontario Prepper, hey, welcome. Sean, North Shore, what's up? What's up? You know, in trying, yes, I was trying to put myself in his shoes, and his shoes were actually bigger than mine. So I was like, oh, fuck. Dude, you're gonna pay a fortune in heels. But thinking like a stripper. But you know, going so much against the grain, and I was that rebel. You know, I had the mohawk, I had the skateboard. Fuck you! I won't do what you tell me. Before the song came out, you know, that was me. And I was creative with it. It was because I was stifled in my creativity, and you know, I wanted to be creative, and so I I rebelled against that, and so I was always trying to be creative, and it was a rebellious thing for me. Now I don't have to be rebellious. Me just being normal is rebellious. What's that saying when you know? Oh, I can't think of the saying. Yeah, I don't have all the bumper stickers in my head today. I hear you, Charity. We all do. No. I'd like to talk to this kid. I'd like to ask them questions. I know I can't. Like you said, they'll arrest me for some kind of hate crime. Just asking a question. Hair keeps the nest warmer than hay for the chicks. Ooh, nice. And how do you watch a slow train wreck? How do you do that? How do you sit there and watch someone grow up? Shameless self promotion. Gear auction this week on my channel. Hey, drop your link. Kemmel Carl. Hell yeah. I definitely will look into that. I might want some shit. No, yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Yep. Drop your links, folks. Drop your links. Drop your links. Drop your links. Yes. Shameless plugs for everyone. Cheryl Rich. Hey, welcome. And I'm not saying that that was just an aspect that I was reflecting on. I said, what is this kid going to do later on in his life when he realizes that, oh shit, I really wanted that penis. Detachable penis. Painfully. Yeah. There's so many of that going on. You see all this, in the grooming of the kids. Yes, I said it, of course. Literally, they are teaching our kids to not be human. Really not. It's the perversion of everything. Jinx, Jinx on you. No, oh, you said Jinx. Okay. Do I owe you a Pepsi or something? Mental meds for life. Yeah, it's a matter. It's a matter than mad world. It is. It is. And it's always been that way. But now it's more of in our face. We have more screen time than we did, back in the past. So it's this amazing tool is also a weapon. And it's our it's a brainwashing thing. Screen time never. Boom, Tennessee Tactical. Miss Sharon dropping the links. Hell yeah. Thank you very much. Right on. Oh, wow. Tool. I've seen Tool. I like some of their songs. Yeah. I mean, and they have a Buddhism undertone. They do have a Buddhism undertone. I was thinking, I was trying to use a little Buddhism in my conversation with the Judeo-Christian philosopher. And some of it was okay. It was like, yeah, whatever. But a lot of it, I was like, wait a minute, it's coming off a little dark here. Yeah, because I can go there. I can go there and I can explore the darkness and not have the darkness consume me. I can understand the cause and effect of the evil. Evil has a grip on this world, yes. But so does good. So does good. Right? Good versus evil. And, he told me, so which side are you on? You don't believe in God, yet you don't believe in their devil. I was like, well, if I had to cast my lots, I'm going to cast it with the Christians. I'm not going to cast it with the demonic, with the Luciferians. I mean, I'm not going to, because they want me to be a fucking mindless slave. And they probably want to do weird things to my butthole. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go over here to the Christians. Although, but it's that morality, good will always prevail. The battle of Evermore. Yeah. Lava soap, that shit will scrub chrome off a car bumper. Yep. The power of pumice. I love that commercial. Anyway. Watching the storm roll by, man, it's great. In the setting sun, turning the clouds different colors. It's amazing. ATF makes it. Yeah, I seen that on yeah. Batfee has made a nap so that we can all spy on each other. Yeah, turn each other in. Yeah, eat that. Put some butter on y'all. Put some butter on y'all. We talking about some really good butter? I ask you knowingly. What kind of butter are we talking here? THC infused butter. Let's see here. Let's see. My mother-in-law wanted a pet, so I got her an alligator. He tried to bite her. She's mad. She's so ungrateful, y'all. Tennessee Tactical. Miss Sharon, I'm on slow, but I get shit done eventually. Right on. Joe Morgan. They say it's like either you read my damn Mother Goose book or you go to my bad Narnia place. I think there's some reality and gray area in the middle. Yeah, and I think that's where I reside. Nope. Ontario. Snitches get stitches. Magic butter. We all are. The moment that app becomes an installer app, I'm losing my cell phone. Yeah, right? No shit. Yeah. We know what the plan is. We know what the game is. Not a lot of people do. And just like my friend, was evangelizing to me, which he does. He has to. He sees it as his duty, and that's okay. I understand that. I have to do the same. I have to say to these young folks, you're going down a dark path. And you're taking us all along with you. So many people are doing it. So many people are being duped. Eric, hey, what's up? So many young folk, very impressionable minds, are getting warped and twisted by very greedy and evil adults. The 3 S's. Shoot, shovel, shut up. I like that. Time to practice the 3 S's. And you know what? There, Ontario, 15 years ago, that was the norm. 20 years ago, that was the norm. Definitely 50 years ago, that was the norm. 100 years ago, that was the norm. Yeah, it was the 3 S's. Absolutely. Ooh, lightning. And thunder. Thunder! The end game is us in chains or dead or free. That's my hope. That this is just a mere stepping stone for our evolution. It really is. And like I said, I can't believe in fate. I know I'm going to die. I know that's my fate. I really do believe that we have that ability. We can use this as a learning lesson, a teachable moment for us in the world as a society. All I know is I will never surrender. Yeah. Fighting. My philosophy is give me liberty, give me death, grant me the same, or by my death. Physical body dies, not our soul, spirit. I do know that consciousness survives death. I do know that. I have experienced that firsthand. So there's that. I do know that for a fact. And that's just me. People love to put us all in the little groups and paint people with broad strokes because I'm this, I must also be that. Right, Joe? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Which corner are you going to paint yourself into? You know, it all has to be categorized, and you see this. You see this going on. I mean, there's segregated dorms in the colleges now. Really, people are starting to segregate themselves. When we did all this work, separatis, we, me, you, our generation did all this work to have like a one love kind of thing. My race is the human race, what's yours kind of thing. We threw off the yokes of oppression and tyranny, you know. Sciences can't explain near-death experiences, right? They can only go so far. I read a great book called The Book of Sleeping, Dreaming, and Dying. I think it was written by the Dalai Lama, Tibetan Dalai Lama. So I checked that out. That was a really good book, and it has because he goes head to head with science. He goes head to head with science, you know, and he's a Tibetan monk, a Dalai Lama. So you know he's coming at it from a very metaphysical standpoint, if you will. So, and he's leading science and they're questioning and they're like, wow, this is interesting. You know, I like the way that I like the Tibetan funeral, the Tibetan monk funeral. They take you to the roof of the monastery right after you die, and they chop you up and they feed you to the seagulls. They feed you to the birds of prey. They just throw you up in the air, and birds eat you and fly around. You get digested and deposited across the landscape. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, Tennessee Tactical. Yeah, the Dalai Lama. Right at you, Jack. It got to be a point of not knowing her. Yeah, everybody just wanted to be left alone. Don't talk to me. I'm scared of you. I think it came from fear. You know, I think something happened there, and it just allowed to grow. And I think they capitalized on that with this whole, self quarantine kind of thing going on. I've been doing it for years, so it's easy for me. Every now and then I like to get out every now and then, and mix with the populace, and then go back into my hole. All right, Guardsmen. They put us in a big catapult and fire us at Scotland when we die. Is that how it happens? That's funny. It's taught in parents. It's taught smoke shits. They find him in his next life by choosing his belongings from the previous life. Yeah, Carl. Yeah, but the training and the wisdom and knowledge that they attain as a child student, a child leader student, is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I don't know about the whole, if that's the case, if he's actually really, I don't know if I believe that. Are you really the Dalai Lama? 34th Dalai Lama? I don't know. I don't think so. But the end result is the same, and that's a very, very, very interesting individual, the Dalai Lama. Any of them, very smart, very wise, with very learned. Lots of training, lots of stuff, lots of Tibet, they love their meditation, they love their fasting and their chanting, and They read the sutras and they look into the mysteries of Buddhism. I love their saying is Om Mani Padme Om. It means compassion. And I agree with that. It's kind of one of my mantras that I say, Om Mani Padme Om. And that just means compassion. And compassion is a great thing. So they're always preaching compassion. They're always thinking compassion. That's their MO. Is compassion. Of course, compassion did not help them when the Chinese took them over. Did not help the Dalai Lama to escape and go into exile. And that is true, Anti-Jack. People do suck. They really do. Really do. But you have to be strong enough. And as a society, your society has to be strong enough to allow them to suck. To let them know that, hey, you suck. Knock it off. You know? They've mastered the mental side, yeah. They've really dove into it. They've learned a lot in their seclusion and isolation, the Tibetan monks. I love the chants, the chanting, and the throat singing. I like the throat singing too. But we've allowed this evil to waltz right into our society, into our lives, into our government, into our schools. And even when we voiced, when we threw our voices at them, when we expressed our hate and discontent, not only did it fall on deaf ears, it was turned around against us as a weapon. The gaslighting. Oh, you're an MVE now. You must be a fucking extremist. And we don't know how to deal with that. You're like, what? No, I'm not. You are. What? Why are you calling me what you are? And I say that. Why are they calling me what they are? Choke the dragon. Oh shit. But the majority of people don't even realize why and what and how, because they don't know themselves. So how can they know what's going on in the world? How can they have a we allowed it by being so entitled. That could be it, NTT. We were entitled to our own opinions, and everybody else was just fucking full of shit. I don't know. I like to entertain all notions. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, I know, we were just talking about that, Michael Lester Friday, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. I'm all out of gum. Doom! I love Doom. No, Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem. Yeah, that was Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem. Yeah. It does put a curved variable into their teachings, though, since they're not exposed, immersed in all the shit daily and random violence at the physically, etc. Yeah, and I'm experimenting with technique defection. All right, defecation. Please stand by. Oh shit. Hope you got your gloves on there, Blaine. That was the whole point of going into a seclusion, into a monastery, the Shaolin monks, so they knew that they had to practice this type of enlightenment, of getting to know who the fuck you are. And you can only really do that in seclusion. You know, if I got out here, I have stones, I have rocks, I have trees that I punch and I kick. If I did that like I wanted to, just sit out there 8 hours a day just punching a rock, people are going to look at me like I'm fucking nuts. They're probably going to call the cops. They're probably going to call mental services, human services. The environment, the green new environmentalists might come out and tell me how bad I am for destroying literally the environment. I don't know, but all I'm doing is I'm just hitting a rock and I'm becoming stronger. I'm getting all kinds of resistance training. You know, I'm actually learning a philosophical lesson here by, you know, extreme diligence on punching this rock, you know, 1,000 times a day. And who knows? Maybe they'll come and arrest me because I'm now my hand is a dangerous weapon. You know, when I eventually break the rock. I don't know. It's weird. Mad Chad, and do what they needed to be away from all people. Yeah, breaking rocks all day. Yeah, I'm saving money on gym fees. Yeah. And I've always loved to. I've often romanticized about joining a Shaolin monastery and all that. You know, just to do the kung fu thing. But you know, the kung fu thing is not really all that much. It's really not. You know, it's you take a basic simple course that might last you about a year or 2 or 3. A more advanced course is probably like 5 years. And then you have you get a certificate, just like everybody else, and you can either go and teach or you can stay at the monastery and teach there. You know, hey, yes, more. I find people leave me alone when I vacuum the lawn. Yeah, right, Chemical Carl. I can understand that. I think I'd leave you alone too. I mean, of course, I'm doing it out of respect. I want you to do a good job there. You know, dig a hole, bury your fears. Yeah, right. Yeah. And you know, throughout the Shaolin monastery, there's you know, there's a massive tree in this courtyard, and it's bent. The tree is bent. There's a big bend in it where thousands of people have been doing the exact same move over and over again, punching this fucking tree. Yes, the mind-body connection, anti-act jack, yeah, mind-body connection, and you know it's also spiritual too, right? You know, there is a way of reaching some type of spiritual enlightenment through arduous, hardcore training. Yeah, right, Joe. That would be awesome. And most athletes know this. Sounds too much like marriage. There's places in you know where I see the floor, and I know it. I know the Shaolin stomp. You know, they every day, thousands of people, countless thousands of Shaolin monks have stomped in the same spot, and this stone floor has been caved in by their many little stomps. You know, took thousands of years, hundreds of years, thousands of years to get it that way. And it's just them hanging out on the mountainside retreat all by themselves. I can figure out my own explosives, but I know I should probably post a small sign as afterthought. That's funny. I want another cigarette. I'll be right back. The answer's no. Oh yeah. Cigarettes and bad guy. Yeah, cigarettes bad guy. I like that episode where he's like, drugs are great. He's floating away. R.J. Reynolds. Some good tea. Good tea. It's amazing how the hardest things to do in life are the easiest. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Eric. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see who I can piss off tonight. Ooh, take care, Mashad. Everyone, have a good night. Tonight, Levar, and the lords of the underworld. Miss Sharon, yeah. And you know, there's something to be said about that. There was a study that was done that, you know, it was back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, going all throughout the whole generational thing of people like office workers that smoked. And they also looked at office workers who did not smoke. And they found that the smartest people smoked cigarettes. And they were wondering why. Like, oh. And then it came to them. The reality came to them that when you deprive the brain of oxygen, you have to get smarter to survive. Makes sense. You have a sense of urgency. How do I breathe? How do I get more oxygen? And the numbing effects of the nicotine as well. Smoke 3 while listening. I should have spoken before I told him to buzz off. Really, Tony. Matt Shad, have you been to India? No. If you have ever been outside the big cities, large towns, never been to India. I've been to some Indonesian countries, and so it wasn't India. I was in a place similar to Sri Lanka. No, I was not. Steve was. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I got to remember this. Steve was in Malaysia. Steve was in Bali. But yeah, not Shad. I've never been there. No. And my service record will show that. Yeah, they seen that people that smoke cigarettes that were in the clerical professions were smarter and quicker and more efficient when they had a smoke break. Even though all these companies and corporations like there's no smoking. Yep, Indiana's close enough for me. Yep. Now I have been to an Indian wedding. I've been to an Indian wedding, and yes, it was a Patel marrying a Patel, but it was in Charleston, South Carolina. Or no, not Charleston. That fucking resort down there, that $1 million resort they got in off of Charleston. I forgot the name of it, some kind of island, but it's all India. But I went to an Indian wedding, and the Indian wedding. Yes, Auntie Jack. It lasted all week. I was there for a few days. I just couldn't take anymore. Imagine partying straight, dancing, drinking, smoking, fucking. Tradition. I just smoked myself into Mensa. It's not a cumulative thing, but we rode on carriages. They had in the neighborhood. They set up the whole neighborhood. They threw fucking flower petals everywhere. They had a horse-drawn carriage. It was a parade / party / festival event that lasted for like a week. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. It was some Indian friends that I'd been spraying their hotel for years, so they knew me. They owned the hotel. They own many of the hotels there in South Carolina. So Kiowa Island, Kiowa Island. I think. Oh, but anyway, yeah, it was nuts. So an Indian wedding is badass. My plants are budding like mad. I tell you, I can't wait. Ooh, right. Give him Carl. So even though I've never been to India, I've been in India. Like I said, there's a lot of sex going on over there. They had little tents, set up for privacy, and everybody knew. And they called it future husband and wife makers. I do that to my plants. I talk to them, call them by their names, tell them they're doing well. As I'm going through and pruning them and watering them and harvesting them and stuff. Wow, quitting, yeah. Guardsman. My grandma smoked from the time she was 14 till she was 86. She died at 89. I swear it was the quitting that killed her. I like the joke that George Burns, said. George Burns, you guys remember him? Uh, he he said that his doctor told him to quit smoking cigars, and he died 6 months ago. Like, oh, yeah, yeah. And men, smoking actually does kind of raise your testosterone. It does. Women, it also raises your testosterone as well. Cigars raise your testosterone more. Whiskey drinking and smoking cigars, lifting heavy things, eating raw meat, yeah, it's it raises your testosterone. Yeah, right, Keith. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Clearly, one is related to a skunk. Oh shit, Carl. Yeah, I've got my hands on some stinky dinky, some dank, and it's hard to contain. Let's just say, Mason. I will say that you guys have taught me a lot, and mason jars and oxygen absorbers actually work. Yes, cucking. Uh, yeah, I'm 48 now. I've been smoking since I was 10. Yeah, lasted 3 days, Keith. I should quit smoking. I guess. I don't know. Why not? Who cares? I'll die soon enough anyway. That's another interesting thing I said is, I don't believe in fate. He's like, well, you're going to die. It's like, yeah, but I can choose my death too. He's like, not necessarily. It's like, yeah, well, yes, I can. I can literally choose my own death. I think there's something to that. Uh, Damn, Carl. Yeah, I think all almighty mason jar. Keep happy fresh. That's right. That's right. It works. It does work. It's a beautiful night. The sun is setting over there, still casting its light onto the clouds, through the clouds. Over here, it's all darkness. The rain has blown through and went that way and is gone. But we do have the ability to 6 years old, damn. Oh, I'm getting some heartburn, folks. Oof. Uh, wow, really be charming. Drinking beer since you were 5. Damn. I remember drinking just a shot of whiskey when I was like, 6 or 7. I was really, really sick. And I remember taking a shot of whiskey and thinking, oh God, that's horrible. I mean, they made me do it. They made me do it. Parents, they're like, a shot of whiskey. It's like, you're sick, you're a kid, you don't know. So you do it, and I was just absolutely appalled. Spit it right out. Like, no, you got to swallow it down. Like, oh, I don't want to. It's terrible. I hate it. Boom. Then I did it, and yeah, of course, I got drunk off of one swig of whiskey. As a 7-year-old. They're all laughing at me. My parents and everybody. Yeah, you feel better now, don't you? Yeah, go to bed. Slept like a baby. Woke up the next day. Felt great. First time I ever tasted coffee, I spit it out. Now I can't get enough of it. It's amazing how we evolve. Used to hate spinach. Peppermint for heartburn. Actually, it should be. I should eat a pickle. I don't. It is. I keep telling myself it's subsiding, but I know I shouldn't have mixed the ramen noodles with the hamburger. I just wanted to cook the hamburger. Here we are. Ramen noodles. I usually don't eat that crap, but I ate a whole bunch of it. Thunderfuck. What? Alaskan Thunderfuck. Dymo. What the hell? I'm eating the pickle. Hold on. Or I'm going to drink some pickle juice. That's a good one, too. Oh. Shit. Oh, yeah. Oh. Ooh, feel it burn. So, yeah, that helps. That does help. Yeah, it's. Oh, I know why, Guardsman. It's because you're gluten intolerant. As am I, as all people are, as most life on this earth is gluten intolerant. Gluten was never made to. Yeah, I've got some Death Wish coffee. I've got it in bean form. I've got it in ground up form. I got some at work. They didn't know what it was. They're like, "Oh yeah, we drink a lot of coffee around here." And I watched them make it, and they're using Folgers and like a couple scoops, for a cup. I'm like, that's not coffee. That's not coffee. This is some dirty water. Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, it helps give you the acid that you need to digest. So. Yeah, ramen's just nuts. It sounds like Rob Zombie grew that strain. I would take Death Wish coffee beans and cheese on it. Yeah, and so I brought in the Death Wish coffee to work, and I made a pot of coffee, and they were like, "Whoa, I want more." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's coffee." And I also showed them Cafe Bustelo, which was cheaper at the time. Still cheaper than Death Wish coffee, but a lot. It's an espresso. It's got a good flavor. It's robust, and it's got some kick to it. I can make a pot of coffee, and I basically 1 cup per cup. So if it's a 5 cup coffee maker, I'm putting five scoops in there, and you've got coffee. And it's great if you drink it black. It's great if you, I like to put just a little bit of, just a little bit of chocolate stuff in it. Kopi Luwak coffee. I don't know what that is, Ace, but hello, welcome. When you see the factory make ramen, it loses its appeal. Oh, God. Miss Sharon, boom, Sister Marie's Kitchen. Oh, yeah. Dropping the links. Yeah, drop your links, folks, please. Feel free to drop your links, man. It's your chat, It's your place to hang out and pass on intel. Yeah, I don't know if I want to drink cat shit coffee. I don't know. I'm familiar with it, and that's supposed to be the most expensive coffee ever. Yeah, there's a moth in the house. I need to close the window. That's my hypo. I'm also hypoglycemic, so I really have no excuse for getting sick from ramen noodles. Hypoglycemic. I don't know these terms. What is hypoglycemia? That's the coffee they get from monkey poo. Oh, hell no. I'm not drinking that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of tasting fecal matter. Sorry. Of any animal. Even if that's how the even if that's the beginning of the process. It's low brush. Drop your link. Sounds like the song they play at wedding receptions. Drop you link. Low blood sugar. Okay. Drop your link. Hypoglycemic, low blood sugar. I have felt that. It's doesn't cat shit coffee come from feral cats out back of Taco Bell? Oh. So not only are you tasting the fecal matter of coffee of the cats, you're tasting the spicy remains of the Taco Bell food that they've been scavenging. Ugh. Ugh. Coffee is only supposed to make you shit once, not the monkey plus me. The Vagala Java. Wow, you guys are on it, man. Hypo equals low, hyper equals high. Okay. I have experienced hypoglycemia. When we all do when we're out there, exerting ourselves, in the heat and the hot and the sun, and you're working out or whatever. Sugar is actually part of the recovery process because you get low sugar because you've been lifting, doing stuff, and running, lifting heavy things, and so you take some coffee and boom, coffee. I just read coffee. You take some sugar, eat some sugar with your protein and all that. It helps. It helps. Hangry, that's right, is a real thing. Guess a lot of people enjoy that coffee. Me, hell to the fucking no. And so that's the thing. I remember going down this this rabbit hole with the elite occultist, and this whole transgenderism thing has been going on for quite some time. For hundreds of years, these extremely rich and powerful people will literally pick someone in the family and go, all right, you're now a girl, and they'll make, shape, and mold them into a woman, and that's how they live their life, and it goes with their ceremonies and their incantation, the whole devil worshipping shit. And this is, you're a snack hole. I'm a snack hole. That's good. I knew people like that. Guardsmen, that always had to have snacks on them at all times. They had to constantly be eating, at least an hour, 2 hours a day. Every 2 hours, they'd have to, snack on something. And they did good. But looking into that, what was my point here? Is that the perversion has been going on for so long, and it's been hidden most of the time. What y'all talking about? Black powder coffee with bourbon infusion. Ooh, hell no. Rooster, I'm a man, but I've never got my boobies. What's wrong with me? I'm so derailed. They literally would pick people in their family and turn them into women, and of course they would use them in their Aleister Crowley, sexual magics and stuff, and it would be a way of perverting the natural order of life, the natural order of things, and that's the idea behind it. Hey, Bug Out Adventures. Peter is now Peterina. Right, and you can see these pictures. They have pictures of them. old pictures of very strange looking motherfuckers. And so they say that this continues, and that that's Janice, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Michelle Obama. I mean, it's what's the Prince Albert's fucking bitch, the Kalamala, that chick in Britain, but she's not. And then of course our darling sweetheart that married Prince George. She's supposedly, a man. And that's the only reason. That's the only way that they could be married, And it's all kind of the whole plot thing, and it's all kind of like, it's a marker. It's a marker for the rest of the occultists to say, you're one of us, You got out of I don't think he got out of the camp. Prince Albert, Prince George, whoever, they're all the same to me. Really. Yeah, my people sack their people, so hey. What they did because of the trauma that the trauma lasted for thousands of years after our rape, pillaging, and plunder. Sorry, sorry UK, sorry Britain. And sorry, North Africa, Mediterranean, Spain, Camilla, that's her name, Camilla. Yeah, Camilla, that's her name. Thank you, Ace, Camilla. And they constantly push that thing, but they never talk about it, right? They would never talk about it, and nobody would ever ask, hey, why is Prince Georgette prancing around in a freaking frock? Don't understand. We don't understand. Oh, that's Georgette. That's who it is. Now they have turned their perversion onto our kids, onto our absolute world. They're literally trying to pervert nature, and the idea, of course, you hardcore Christians, you hardcore Bible enthusiasts know that is the absolute perversion of God's creation. That is why they do it. When I say that they're trolling the Christians, that's why they do it. They're doing it as a insult to God, the whole frog in a church, and all that kind of thing. And what's more innocent and more godlike than a child, So that's the kind of evil we're facing. That's the kind of evil we're facing. And they literally want us to be okay with it. That was the whole idea behind the Malach, and the Baal cult, is that they did the atrocities of their own free will. That was the idea, is that they will have all the sex you want, do what you wish, do what you will, but the baby bleeds out on the altar. True Sodom and Gomorrah. And we see this. I'm not even Christian, and I see this. These people don't see this. They don't know themselves. So how can they know what is right, what is wrong? How can they know what is being done to them? We all know about influence. People that influence, and they have the charisma and the influence, and it's not even that anymore. It's becoming doctrine. It's become a protocol. It's not even something. It's we're seeing it in our laws now, but before that it was a company policy. I mean, look at all the woke corporations. I mean, they're all about inclusion and wokeism and transgenderism and you want an abortion? Well, we'll pay for it. Fine. That's right. Okay, Mr. Fucking Jello Pop. Okay, Mr. Jello Pop. It's do what you want day, right? You're gonna come in here wearing a tutu and a Scuba Steve outfit. Okay, that's that's scuba. That's Jello Pop. He gets to do what he wants because that's kind of company we are. He does great work, or Z does great work. I mean, it's definition of everything is being changed. And so, of course, we're going to try to hang on to the definition of everything, the true definition. But they've even actually got into Webster and started changing the actual definitions, the actual book that we learned. Damn, they just don't care. At this point, they do not care. They feel that they are unstoppable. But they are not. They will be stopped. Been stopped before, they'll be stopped again. Will it be you and I? Will it be someone else? It's yet to be seen. But we didn't do all this thousands upon thousands of years of learning and enlightenment to just throw it all away, to be mindless slaves, and to forget everything that we've learned. Even in Christianity, even in the Bible. So, folks, that's been my, I don't know, my reflections. I know I threw a lot at you, a lot of fat to chew on. But, you guys are smart. You guys are smart. You guys are smarter than I am. So, y'all get it. And plus, you have your own opinions as well, and your own conclusions. Right. Well, there's ways and means. We can just turn our back. All of us turn our back. And walk away. Walk away from the power. Don't pay the taxes. Don't play the game. Don't buy their products. Don't work in their companies. Don't drive their cars. Don't buy their gas. Just go away. I like that, Carl. Yeah, Lori, all these skeletons are new. I'm sorry, I didn't show you. I got this guy. Check him out. He's cool. I like him. And this guy. Look at this. They're all like $5.99, $6.99 at Mark's. But what I mean is as turning our backs on the powers that be and going our own way as a society, as a people. And we can do that non-violently. Yeah, the octopus is cool. I had to have him. See, Ace says something here. I joke and I say I identify as an axe, but let me tell my boss that and actually bring an axe into work and see what would happen, right? Right. Yeah. I mean, there is a way, but that's the most simplest way to do it. And probably the most non-violent way to do it is to just turn our backs on this government and go away. It's not our government, so why even acknowledge its presence? Shun it, banish it. Let's see if I can get a good picture over here. There you go. Semi-fully posable. Semi, I say. The arms and legs don't really stay when you move them. They go back. And of course, his jaw stays a little bit. No, it slowly opens. So he's always going to have a look on his face. Anyway. Right on, Camel Carl. Love you all. Even Shad. See you all around somewhere soon. Thank you, Camel Carl, for stopping by. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. It's getting close to my bedtime. Yeah. Ace, what I was thinking about doing, I don't know if I'll say this, but I was thinking about turning all these skulls the red color, this red color, and then taking literally a black magic marker and just putting runes on them or lines and just kind of making it cool looking. I don't know. Put my own little spin on things. Maybe accent some of the bones, through the red. I don't know. Just an idea. Yep. Thank you, Be Charming. Thank you, Miss Sharon. I hope all of this kind of made sense. It all kind of made sense to me, and now that I'm talking about it, it kind of feels like it doesn't make sense. I don't know. But it was just a lot of reflections. Right on, Bug Out. You can always go back in time and check it all out. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Even though I say it's a mad world. Hey, Rooster. Hey, welcome. Even though I say it's a mad world, and yes, it is a mad world. It's always been a mad world. Ooh, really, Lori. Your COVID stupor. Damn. Yeah, absolutely, Miss Sharon. Absolutely. Yeah. And you guys help. You guys talk shit, and I play off your chats, your ideas, and that's pretty cool. So I love it. It kind of sucks that I'm the only voice though. I have to read your chats to give you a voice. At Firefly Farmers, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. See what I'm saying, Miss Sharon? I like reading chat, and I like doing it. But now we start the week. Another week. So I kind of feel like my week is starting tonight, and it's kind of is. I have to get good sleep, so that's why I have to cut it short. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's past 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is my bedtime, so it's way past my bedtime. Ugh, and I ate too much. I had some really good beers. I had some rich beers. And then I later on ate a fucking bunch of food, and of course now I'm paying for it. I'm like, oh, shouldn't have done that. Sitting like a heavy brick in my stomach. So, yeah. So, folks, that's been my Sunday reflections and my hopes. Ready for Lackluster Friday. I know it, Ace. Me too already. Rooster, on my way out. Firefly, get well soon. Yes, everybody wish Firefly a speedy recovery, which I'm sure you will. I still have some, what's that word we couldn't say before, the hydroxychloroquine? Yeah, I still have some of that in my refrigerator. Whew, man, get you some of that. That and some good whiskey and knock anything out. I got some cancer. Here, take this with a shot of whiskey. Oh, God. You're hacking bad. Oh, you get the upper respiratory. Yeah, hydroxychloroquine will go for that. And overdose on vitamin C. That'll help. And of course, what's this stuff called? Guy of this and Mucilex shit. Yeah, you got it. You know what it is. Upper respiratory, lower respiratory. You're a mucus monster. Fucking made it. Badass. Bounced a little bit. Didn't think I was gonna make it. Good luck to you, Lori. And ivermectin. Ivermectin, yeah. That's a good one too. I just did the hydroxychloroquine because I could make it. I didn't have to go to the store and buy it. I didn't have to get a prescription for it. And man, is it potent. Paxlovid. Okay. Just don't go on the remdesivir. Yeah, remember that. That's the Fauci death drug. That's the Fauci death drug. Yeah, I mean, you gotta take all when you get sick like that. You gotta take all the vitamins, the mega dose. Seriously, mega dose. You know, take 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. You know, take you know, if you take 2 pills of vitamin B, take 5, or take 3. Take as much as you can possibly take, without, you know, really fucking yourself up. But you know, the great thing about vitamins and supplements is that your body takes what it needs and gets rid of the rest. You know, you will go through some, you know, some shit. Literally, you're gonna shit, but that's good. You're shitting out some stuff. Your body's getting rid of impurities and toxins. Another thing is bentonite. Yeah, bentonite. That's a good one. But you got to do that on a fast. Best to do that on a fast, on an empty system. Nothing in your system, you know. Yeah, I lost 3 loved ones from the damn death drug. No shit, Rooster. Fuck that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. That enrages me. That enrages me. So we have to understand that that's the choices that we're given. Do you want this death, or do you want this death? You don't have to make their choice. Make your own choices. Make your own path. Don't have to play their game. I'm so sorry, Rooster. It's pissing me off right now just thinking about it. Where's my axe? Oh, here we are. Yeah. Let's go, Rooster. Let's go. Grab your axe, man. Let's go. Let's get him. Anyway. That's my utopian, is where we just turn our backs on the powers that be, take their power away from them by banishing them and shunning them. Casey Little Owl. I never have to hear Dr. Fakey's name again. Yeah, right, Dr. Fakey. Right on. Right on. Right on, Rooster. So, folks, that's it. I'm done. I'm done talking shit. I know you guys are like, oh, thank God. Shut the fuck up. Now I can go to bed. So, thank you very much, folks. Thanks for stopping by and listening to the rantings of a madman. Denise, say. Listening to the rantings of a madman. And I hope you all will be well. Be safe, be well. Be blessed. Good night, all. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. From Ace. Yeah. And let us attack this week with zest and fervor. Always a good listen. Right on. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Majik. Later. Thank you, Blaine. Thank you, Lori. Lori, I hope you feel better. Lori, I know you will feel better. I know it. Miss Sharon, most excellent as always. From Denise, thank you very much. And anybody else that's still lurking and hanging out, Ace, Rooster, Miss Sharon, Bug Out. Thank you all very much. Joe, all you guys. It's like we all know each other. We all kind of know each other, right? But you know, you've only seen my face, and we have all very rarely seen each other's face. But you know, we know our words in chat. We know our nuances and our speak and our mindset. You know, so just load the old farts in a spaceship nighttime. Oh shit. Right on, Joe. So folks, thank you very much and good night. Have a good night and have a good week. Have a good week and let's get out there and let's talk to some folks. Just kind of spread some do our own little evangelical kind of thing. You know, even if it, you know, I try to be couth about it, and I try to be, you know, I don't know. My sarcasm. I'm very sarcastic. So, yeah. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. What song was that? Ooh. That's right. That's a good choice. That's a good point. Good point. All right. Well, thank you, folks. I think that's what Charity's waiting on. She's waiting on me to go to bed, you know, so we can cuddle together and enjoy some sleepy time. Rush, Limelight. There you go, Ace. Oh yeah. All right. So, folks, thank you very much. Good night. Good night to all, and we'll see you. See you next week. See you this weekend, or see you today or tomorrow. See, I'm so fucking tired. She's already, yeah. Perfectly poignant shad. Thank you, Denise. Yes, I will see you for Every Day Never Forget. Every Day Never Forget. Yes, this is the month that it happened. Every Day Never Forget. I think I could sit with the middle goalpost. NRS is like Tim Pool 2 if we wanted. Yeah, Tim Pool. Peace and love later. All right, thank you, folks. Good night.